know. Let me pull up Chivos and then I will take a look. Yeah. So where did you draft, Chivo? Did it not save? Save image. Oh. It's not letting me. Can I zoom in?
I sent you my Yahoo one on Twitter.
It's not. It's only zooming in on the fucking all right, it's not the best, but I can see it, so we'll rock. It's not letting me like zoom in. It's only zooming in on the background, as you can see, which I don't really want. Why was it only showing that? It's so weird. When I move it over, it like opens my fucking DMs. That's the strangest thing. Let me see. What do I got going on in there to make sure nothing crazy's happening? To be honest, it's just Lauren and it's fine. All right, let me zoom out. Leaking my own DMs, imagine. I don't know why it's being such a fucking pain. Okay. Yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that. It's just because of the way Sleeper does their shit. Try to send it in like 2 separate images so that I can because it's like also classifying as a large JPEG. All right, we weren't talking about anything inappropriate, so it's fine. Hey, DC. Okay. So this is your Yahoo league. And where did you draft, Maddie, in that league? And this isn't to shit talk either. This is just to talk, so don't be saying anything negative. You were last in your draft. Was it a 10-man or a 12? Okay, Chica. You were definitely what, like 4th, Maddie? 4th or 5th? Did CeeDee Lamb fall? How many players are on this team? Because this ain't making sense. Is this like a 6-man league? Missed the draft? The draft for what? This was our paid league from yesterday. It was last. It's all right. We were 10th in ours, so I need information before I can start going off of the winning all my leagues this year. Oh, hell yeah. DC, I think I figured out what you did wrong, by the way. I know you were talking about the running back thing. We were just looking at the draft thing. I think where you took Tay, and I know you wanted him, so I get that. So there's trade-off in the value. You should have taken Jahmyr Gibbs. And you wanted Tay, so you got what you wanted. You know, sometimes you go for the man you want. What are you sending me, Chica? This girl is sending me. Do you want me? Oh, you're just sending it to show me. Are you expecting me to pull this up? Because what the fuck? This is an 8-man? Ooh, wee! This has to be competitive, these smaller leagues. Okay. Well, Maddie's not answering me, so I'll open yours. Yeah, right. This is what we were talking about. Right here. I think, and this stint, like we noticed that this stint here after Pacheco is rough. Kamara, Derek, I just don't have as much faith in Derrick Henry. He's getting older. He's on that, there's like an age cliff for the running backs. It's very specific. So he could very well be a beast. But there was a lot of people that we personally didn't fucking want in this stint, which is why we ended up doing this. Because we were like, we don't want Joe Mixon. We don't want James Cook. We don't want Aaron Jones. We don't really care to get James Conner. Like we personally didn't want them. So we were like, we have to go high because they're going to be gone. Like he would have been gone up here. Which is why I think personally Darren ended up doing what he did. Which I get. And then this is really who we were. Like, it just played out exactly. I wish I could show you the, what's it called? All right, let me pull Chivo's up since he's here. Okay, so you were 10th in what kind of league? Yeah, because this is double quarterback league. This is a double quarterback league. There you go. Double quarterback, double running back, double wide receiver, one tight end, one flex. I love the Zay Flowers pick. Might be a little biased though. Oh, two flex. Okay. And then a kicker and then a defense. Wow. Dallas, great defense. I like it. Brock Purdy, Deshaun Watson. So what round did you get Deshaun Watson in? Saquon, Austin Eckler, Puka, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Zay Flowers. I am so curious to see what happens with Washington this year. Because I feel like a lot of these players are going to gain value really quick. I love this. Great. I think that like a lot of people don't realize, and what Lauren and I were talking about, is that you have to make oh, you are? Okay. I guess I knew that. Zach Ertz, love him. You have to make your bench usable. Like last year, our bench, we didn't make it usable, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want to put any of the players in. I didn't feel good about it. So it's like you want to make sure that the guys you have on there, you somewhat like you have some level of faith that they're gonna do fucking something, you know? I hate how it's like, I guess it's really nothing crazy. Here, let me look at Killer's bench too. He wanted me to take a look at that. This is the team that we drafted in the 10th slot. I wonder what happened with him. But yeah, we have a backup. But I sent you my draft recap in the other league I'm in. Okay. Dude, I fucking love this pickup. And for anyone that like doesn't know a lot about him, I didn't really either. I started looking into it yesterday. They obviously, I didn't know until like last month that they got rid of what the fuck's his name? There's a couple of like cheekier slides that like if you do research, you'll know. You know what I mean? Like, all right, grab this guy. You wanted him. Not saying like you didn't, like some of you guys didn't do research, whatever. I mean, like, I know DC knows this guy. You know, like, it just really fucking depends. Where did you say you sent me it to? Oh, you sent me a link. Okay, I got you. But yeah, overall, I really like it, Chivo. I think it looks good. I'm so curious to see how it plays out for you with the double quarterback stuff, because I feel like Deshaun Watson is kind of like, it's interesting when you're doing back to double quarterback league, because it's like I feel like it's super important. Like you could probably argue that if you like go, somebody probably did some weird ass shit, right? Like took Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. You want you want to trade me Joe Burrow for Caleb Williams? You want to trade us, Lauren? Joe Burrow for Caleb Williams or no? She said she has to think about it. Killer was asking. He was also saying how he wanted Ben Sanaa, and is it Sanaa? Is that how you say it? Sanote? Sanio? How do you say it? Someone tell me.
Anyone who drafted Karen Williams is in shambles.
What happened? Wait, what happened? Did he get hurt? Did he get hurt? Yeah, he's returning punts, but he's also running back one. Because I thought the same thing. Like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Because, all right, give me a sec. Because I'm going to cook right now, okay? Okay, so if that's the case then, yeah, I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying. Oh, he did take him. Okay, I was going to say, you're trying to, give any shit away here, but for the other leagues, keep it in mind. All right, let me pull up what DC sent me. I want to make sure I have like I didn't know Njoku was questionable, but it should be fine. We also have Ben, and they're at Tampa Bay. Rough matchup, I'd say. Camp and preseason. Corum. There's just and Xavier Worthy too. Like, so hold on, let me pull up where did he end up going, Xavier Worthy? I know Terrence had him right here. So we made a decision because, like, for whatever reason, Zay Flowers fell a bit, like fell more than I thought he was going to. And I think that's because a lot of people were picking up running backs here. Like, I think that's honestly what happened. And then Amari Cooper was still available. I hope he has a great year, Killer. I am playing as the Giants in fantasy, and he's fucking elite. Okay, he's fucking so good. You better be putting pictures of Daniel Jones all over the room and saying heavenly fucking prayers. My 2-kicker team because I was playing poker. All right, well, at least you admit it, Ink. Okay, thank you. Because I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to understand that because you can get one, you can pick one up. That was my last actual pick. That's fair. And it's not a bad pick. Like, it really isn't. But I would say if I had to pick between Malik Neighbors and Xavier Worthy, like, I would have taken the chance on Xavier Worthy. But Malik Neighbors is also, like, fucking so much more elite level. It's hard to say, right? But, like, we're talking about a Kansas City receiver versus a Giants receiver. So that's kind of the strat that Lauren and I played on, and you can see it in our team. We didn't pick players that were on not good offenses last year, if that makes sense. Like, we didn't want to do that. I took Chris Olave last year. He was fucking great. Do you know how annoying it was hoping and praying to God that fucking Derek Carr threw him the ball? I'm over that. I'd rather lose with a team that is on a good offense, than potentially have to stress and still lose. I'm not going to say I'd rather win with a team that's on a bad offense because that doesn't make any fucking sense. Obviously, everyone wants to win, period. It doesn't matter. I just hated having to fucking stress that. And yeah, so we'll see how it plays out. But we'll talk about the Joe Burrow thing. Let me pull up fucking DC's other league thing that he sent me. And then I'll look at yours. Let me see the draft recap. It's like DC sent me like his whole ass. Oh, this actually works out. This is your whole thing, right? You drafted 5th. Okay. In what kind of league? All right. A D- is just disrespectful, bro. Don't listen to that. That was last year's news on Williams. Kieran Williams? Yeah, the higher risk of injury thing is 100% valid. I don't really know why they're doing that when he was so incredibly electric last year. You know, like it doesn't really make sense. Standard league, 11 teams. Okay. So we have Amon Ra. That's who you took fifth. Okay. Derrick Henry. Okay. Mike Evans, Josh Jacobs. Damn. That's a nice little pair. I'm not high on Derrick Henry this year, but that's just because of his age. He's probably more than likely still going to be elite. And then when you pair him with Josh Jacobs, you have a really nice little blanket there, you know? Fuck yeah. I love it. I probably wouldn't have taken him this early. Do you think you needed to take him this early? That would be the only thing I'd say that like I don't really know why you felt like you needed to take him this early, but I don't know what was going on in your draft. I like the cuff. And you have Amon Ra and JSN. That's really good. That's really good because you have Amon Ra, you have JSN, and then you get the nice little cuff with Terry and Jaden Daniels. Dude, you fucking love Koo. Maybe you go in and drop Fry, I don't know if he's available, and take Ben Sanaa. So then you have like another potential 3, you know? Because that's just a backup anyway. Fryermuth. I mean, I guess I don't really know. Killer, how's he doing? Do you have 2 kickers in this league or no? So Ink said that he was playing poker while drafting and forgot he got one already. So I said, okay, that's fair. And DC said that he doesn't want to have to go to the waivers. I'll have to check. Yeah, I mean, I'd see what Killer says about Fryermuth. I don't know much about him, but I would say if I had to pick between the two, and because you already have, I guess I missed it, Ink, because you already have Jaden Daniels and Terry. I feel like having a bench tight end 1, right? Or Zach Ertz tight end 1. I don't even know. Let me fucking look. Here I go. Because then I would say maybe Fryermuth is still the better. So in DC's other league, he has Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, and he has Fryermuth on his bench. And I said maybe you go back in and you drop Fryermuth and you pick up Ben Sanaa. So then you have that third. Yeah, Lauren said no. Don't listen to me. Lauren knows what she's talking about. Lauren should really be the one talking. Yeah. He has Dallas Goedert. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like, no, sorry, I didn't provide that information. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who? Fryermuth? Yeah. Yeah. Don't fucking listen to Yahoo. These projections are based off of the amount of the places that they're projected to score points. You get what I'm saying? So like it's fucking stupid. Like obviously Maple's gonna get an A+. He has fucking Josh Allen who's projected to score 420 fucking points. Like it's fucking dumb. It's not sensical. It doesn't make sense. We had like a fucking D last year and we were second in the league. It's the stupidest fucking shit. You also can get it. Someone could get injured. Like it just, it doesn't, it's dumb. Don't listen to the damn fucking stupid grading. What? He wants to trade Caleb Williams for Joe Burrow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that was before Killer. You had made like selections Killer, but for the Joe Burrow pick, it took like the whole timer. So I think I think at some point after that, probably right after that, you had made a list of people you wanted and then it was doing it instantly. But for Joe Burrow specifically, it wasn't like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm working in my work league. Last year, I got an A+ and missed the playoffs. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Think about like Matt's team, who like even though it was an auto, he had like a lot of high key players who got injured. You know, so it's like it's dumb. What happened with him, man? I didn't realize Darren's tight end 1 was Luke Musgrave. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Give me a sec. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm not really that high on George Pickens this year, just because of the quarterback situation. Yeah. Which is, you have him as your wide receiver, so I get that. And then it's like you can kind of, this could end up being a really good pickup. I'm reluctant on the Chargers offensive stuff just because of the, but they have one of the easier schedules this year. I made sure to be so locked in
for the Sleeper League I went off camera from my live reactions stream and turned off Xbox to focus.
And I mean, these two guys should really pay out big for you. I feel like they're going to end up compensating for Pickens and McConkey, and that's if they don't have decent seasons. You know, like having these two dogs appear is going to really even that out for you in that sense to keep you competitive. And then Travis Kelce as well. I'm curious to see what the Chiefs do offensively because obviously their game plan isn't going to change much. Like their playbook is still going to be how it is. But the having more depth at wide receiver, which they don't normally have. Pickens is the only choice on the Steelers. Who else will catch the ball? It's not about who's going to catch it. It's about who's throwing it to them. It's about, is the ball ever making it to him? I think it's fucking bad. I could be wrong. The Steelers. It's just like, I just have my share of reluctancy on it. Yeah. They have a harder strength of season. Their pass O-line is bad. They have a not great situation at quarterback. They couldn't. It's not consistent. They didn't make a decision until a few days ago. Is going to be. It's just a lot of reasons that myself personally, I'm just a little more reluctant on him. It's not like he's still George Pickens. He's still great. It's just about the situation I have. But like this is, you could argue that it's a very similar situation to what happened to Garrett Wilson last year, and he still had 1,000 yards, 4 touchdown season. So he still performed well enough to maintain his wide receiver 1 slot and is still elite. Like it's not anything about George Pickens. It's about everything on the back end and how well they're going to produce points. You want an offense that's going to produce, you know? It's kind of the same thing. Hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hmm. Yeah. Think about the last two QBs. What do you mean, Ink? I made sure to be locked in for the sleeper league. I went off dude. So locked in, you drafted a kicker in the ninth, bro. DC, you really fucking like Young Wei Koo. You draft him in your other league too. He's pretty consistent. I'm not gonna lie. I like this combo here for her. They had Mitch and Rudolph. Are they better than Wilson or Fields? Well, they had Kenny Pickett too. And to be honest, I really don't know, Ink. Like, current Wilson has struggled a lot. And Fields was also struggling. Fields is a running quarterback, so it's really even less chance that he's going to be throwing the ball to him. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just telling you why I wasn't high on George Pickens, is all. I would want the kicker for the Bengals, McPherson, because they're a high-scoring team. They get the ball down the field a lot. Like, I totally get that, Donovan. I told you our strat, so it's very different than that situation. I just think they had 3 shitty quarterbacks and he still produces. Who? Wilson? They lost 9 games. Put 20 points in the board here. I don't know. It's hard to say. They weren't they really weren't. He really wasn't. He really wasn't. Aside from this game, he really wasn't. Maybe here, 24, 29. Okay, here, yeah, 24. It's hard to say. I'm just, again, telling you why I'm not high on him. It's not anything. There's a few people I think are going to have good years that I didn't want to pick up. Derrick Henry. And then there's people that we had a bias towards. Cooper Kupp. Some people would say he's aged out, injured. He looked great in camp, is the healthiest he's ever been. Hard wide receiver 1. Like, it's all dependent on that. We just made a decision to not pick up players from teams that had bad offensive lines, bad, harder schedules, and quarterbacks that were lacking overall last season and were not a top 10 offense. He's become one of the most accurate kickers in the league, presently so. Why not? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. You can see this again. Okay, hold on. When the imposter... What are you talking about, Rose? Justin Tucker? Yeah, he's getting up there, though. I mean, what age do kickers usually play to? I'd say Brandon Aubrey is coming for that. He had a really good season last year. Scored the most points on fantasy was Brandon Aubrey. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. Give me a sec. Oops. I dropped my fruit snack. Let me message Chica. And then I don't know. Oh, it's still up. Yeah. Okay.